Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're looking into a story where luck and skill get really tangled up, especially when the stakes are incredibly high.
Definitely. It makes you wonder, right? Can anyone really be that consistently lucky? Or is there always something else going on?
Exactly. We're diving into the legend of this mysterious figure called the Lucky Leopard. He seems to just win constantly, defying all the odds in these really tough, high-risk games.
Sounds fascinating.
It really is. Our journey today takes us into this, shadowy world from the story, The Victorious Gambler's Poisoned Fate. And it's not just about winning money.
No, it sounds like there's more to it. Cunning, maybe?
Yeah.
Secrets?
Oh, yeah. Cunning, calculated risks, deadly secrets, all revolving around this one, frankly, extraordinary gambler.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
So our mission today is to kind of peel back the layers of this story. We want to understand what kind of game is really being played here, beyond the dice table.
Uncover the hidden motives, the dangers.
Precisely. The perilous consequences hiding beneath what looks like just amazing luck. So let's start with the man himself, Zhao Wuji. He's young, good-looking, apparently very wealthy. And in gambling circles, everyone knows him as the Lucky Leopard.
Quite the nickname. Does he live up to it?
Oh, unbelievably so. His winning streak is, it's legendary. He only bets on dice. And every single time he throws, 3 sixes.
Every time.
Every time. A 6 leopard, the highest roll you can get.
Wow. I mean, the odds of that. Experienced gamblers in the story figure it's like, what, a 1 in 900,000 chance for just one roll like that?
Exactly, and he does it consistently. It immediately makes you think, okay, is this luck or is it something else? How does that even work?
Well, you can bet everyone suspects him, right? They probably think he's a Lang Zong, a cheater.
That's the term they use, yeah.
But the thing is, a typical Lang Zong, a really skilled cheater, is usually subtle. They try to win just enough, maybe lose sometimes on purpose, keep people guessing.
Right, blend in.
Exactly. But Zhao Wuji, he does the opposite.
Right.
He wins big every time and doesn't hide it. It's almost brazen, which weirdly makes him even harder to figure out.
Yeah, it's like he's daring people to catch him, but they can't. The story mentions even really famous gamblers like this guy, Danu.
The one who cleaned out his childhood friend.
That's the one. Even he watches Zhao Wuji throw and can't spot any trick. Nothing. So people are just baffled. Is it luck? Is it some kind of impossible skill?
Leaves you guessing.
So picture this. Zhao Wuji walks into GLO Bonds Casino. This place is huge, the biggest for maybe 150 miles around. And the owner, GLO Bond, he's secretly a big gang leader.
Okay, so high stakes all around, not just the money.
Definitely. And Zhao Wuji's arrival, it causes a stir. Everyone there is superstitious, and they recognize the name Lucky Leopard immediately. You can imagine the whispers.
And what's his first play? Does he ease in?
Not a chance. Straight in with a massive bet, 10,000 taels.
10,000. That's an immense amount of money for the time.
A fortune. And guess what he rolls?
Let me guess. 3 sixes.
Bingo! 3 sixes. Just like that.
Incredible. But it can't be that easy, right? Someone must challenge him.
Oh, absolutely. One of GLO Bond's heavies, a guy named Taibas Hang, steps up, tries to intimidate him.
Yeah.
This is where we see Zhao Wuji isn't just about dice. He moves like lightning. Effortlessly flips Taibas Hang, sends him flying over like 10 people, crashing into a pillar.
Whoa, okay. So he can handle himself, more than handle himself. Broke some ribs, the story says.
At least 3. It immediately tells everyone, this guy is dangerous, not just lucky. He's got serious martial arts skills.
That changes things considerably. He's not just some rich kid getting lucky.
Not at all. So after that display, GLO Bond realizes he needs someone special. He calls in the legend, Zhao Qitaye, the gambling king.
Ah, the old master.
Yeah.
72 years old, hasn't lost a bet since he was 30. That's quite the reputation.
Exactly. He was retired, but they convinced him to come back just for this, to face the Lucky Leopard.
So what's his angle? What makes him the gambling king?
His whole philosophy is key. He believes gambling has absolutely nothing to do with luck. For him, it's pure skill.
Skill, like reading people. Or something else.
Something much more direct. He basically says anyone can learn to control the dice, even roll 3 sixes, if they know the techniques. And he doesn't just talk about it, he demonstrates.
Okay, this sounds interesting. How does he prove it?
Well, first, he takes these supposedly foolproof dice, Jules dice, right? Known for being fair.
Uh-huh. Can't be tampered with, supposedly.
Supposedly. He explains how you can bribe the master craftsman who makes them. Offer him something life-changing, like a huge mansion, fully furnished, plus a massive lifelong pension, way more than he'd ever earn normally.
Wow. Okay. So you buy the craftsman's loyalty.
Exactly. And the craftsman then puts a tiny bit of mercury inside the dice, makes them controllable. Zhao Qitaye has his disciples roll 3 sixes perfectly with these doctored dice to prove it.
Chilling. So it's not just about the dice. It's about how money corrupts everything, even trust.
Precisely. Then he shows another technique, how an expert can hide multiple sets of dice in one hand, swapping them out mid-throw without anyone noticing.
Seamlessly switching them.
Totally undetected, guaranteeing the outcome. And then there's his idea of ethical gambling for masters.
Ethical cheating. How does that work?
Well, he says crude methods like using brute force or, qigong to shake the table and change a roll, that's beneath a true master.
Right. Too obvious.
His goal is different. He wants the opponent to lose feeling heartily convinced, like they were beaten fairly by sheer skill or bad luck, so they'll come back and lose more later.
So it's about maintaining the illusion of fairness to keep the business going. It's long-term exploitation, not just a quick score.
Exactly. He sees it as a sophisticated business, not just robbery, which is darkly fascinating.
But isn't there a contradiction there? I remember reading something about his own family.
Oh, absolutely. It's incredibly paradoxical. Zhao Qitaye strictly forbids his own children from gambling. He has 13 sons, and apparently 6 of them lost a hand. Literally a hand. For gambling just once.
Lost a hand. Seriously.
Seriously. And the text says none dared to gamble a third time. So extreme consequences at home, while his entire professional life is built on mastering deception in gambling.
Wow. A stark contrast.
And it highlights the scale of this operation. He and Jia Loban talk about their expenses. Jia Loban needs over 10,000 taels a year just for personal costs and, social expenses, keeping connections greased.
So the money flowing through these casinos must be astronomical. They need that constant stream of losses from others.
It's a huge, ruthless business, which sets the stage for the big showdown, Zhao Wuji versus Zhao Qitaye.
The unstoppable force meets the immovable object, sort of.
Kind of. It's a single bet, winner takes all, and the stake. 400,000 taels, all the money Zhao Wuji brought with him.
400,000. That's just
Yeah.
mind-boggling. All on one throw.
All or nothing. And here's the kicker. Zhao Wuji, the young challenger, respectfully insists that Zhao Qitaye, the venerable master, throw first.
He lets the gambling king go first. Why? That seems like giving away an advantage. Or is it supreme confidence?
Or something else entirely.
Mm-hmm.
So Zhao Qitaye agrees. He uses these untouched, genuine jade dice, as Zhao Wuji doesn't even want to inspect them, trusts them completely.
Okay, so fair dice.
Seems like it. Zhao Qi performs this most proper throw, pure skill on display, and the result,
Don't tell me.
3 sixes, perfect roll.
Of course. So now Zhao Wuji has to match it or beat it, which seems impossible.
But he doesn't even try. The moment the dice settle, Zhao Wuji just says calmly, I lost. And then he turns and walks away.
He just concedes after one roll, leaving 400,000 taels on the table.
Gone, leaves everyone absolutely stunned, silent.
Okay, that cannot be simple defeat. There has to be a strategy there. What do Zhao Qitaye and his people make of it?
This is where the genius comes in, as Zhao Qi and his top disciple, Feng Laoda, figure it out. By losing like that cleanly, gracefully, without any fuss, especially after letting the master roll first with trusted dice, Zhao Wuji achieves something brilliant.
Which is?
He avoids showing his own hand, literally and figuratively. If he does have a method, a trick, no one sees it. He preserves the mystery of the lucky leopard.
Ah, I see. If he'd won, or even tried and failed, people might suspect him of cheating against the master. But by losing so elegantly.
Exactly. No one can accuse him of anything. He protects his reputation, his mystique. It allows him to walk away and keep winning elsewhere, because everyone still thinks he's just incredibly lucky or skilled. Not necessarily a cheater caught out by the master. It's a strategic retreat.
That's incredibly clever. Sacrifice the battle to win the war, so to speak. Keep the legend alive.
Precisely. And Zhao Qitaye gets it immediately. He's shrewd, he takes the winnings, but then he gives a huge chunk, 200,000 taels, to another casino boss, Liao Bai.
Gives away half.
What? He tells Liao Bai quite ominously that he'll soon need it. Like he knows exactly what Zhao Wuji is planning next.
A prophecy. Does it come true?
Oh, does it ever? Swiftly. Zhao Wuji immediately goes after Liao Bai's casino. Turns out it's run by Liao Bai's mistress, who's addicted to gambling herself.
No, that's a weak spot.
A huge one. In no time at all, Zhao Wuji wins an incredible 540,000 taels in silver notes, plus 2 properties in the city from Liao Bai's operation.
Wow. So the loss was just a setup, a feint. He sacrificed 400,000 to gain access to an even bigger prize, protected his reputation, and financially ruined Liao Ba.
Absolutely confirmed. It was a masterclass in strategy, playing the long game way beyond the immediate dice roll.
Okay, so Zhao Wuji is clearly brilliant, ruthless, and maybe more skilled than lucky, but ruining people like Liao Ba and Jia Laoban,
Yeah.
that's going to have consequences.
Huge consequences. They are, understandably, furious and broke. So they resort to desperate measures. They hire this mysterious man from Sichuan.
Sichuan. Okay, for what?
For 50,000 taels, his job is simply to make Zhao Wuji ill. A clear euphemism.
Assassination, basically. How do they plan to do it?
They set up a trap, a supposed peacemaking dinner at a famous Sichuan restaurant called Shower King.
A public place. Seems risky.
But they stack the deck. The story notes these little unsettling details. The waiters seem unusually clean, which is odd for a restaurant.
Yeah.
The Sichuanese man they hired is right there among the staff, and there's a prearranged signal.
What's the signal?
Liao Ba reaching for the fish head from the main dish. That's the cue to strike.
Okay, so an ambush disguises a meal. What weapons are involved? This Sichuanese man must be specialized.
Highly specialized, they're using infamous weapons from the Tang clan. First, soul-shattering sand.
Soul-shattering sand. Sounds nasty.
It is. It's described as this incredibly fine, deadly, poisonous powder. At close range, if it's thrown, it's basically impossible to avoid inhaling or getting it on you. And then they also have poisonous caltrops.
Like little poison darts?
Exactly. Small, sharp projectiles, also coated in lethal poison. The plan is inescapable. Hit him with the sand, hit him with the caltrops, multiple angles, deadly.
Sounds like a guaranteed kill.
It should be. So, the moment comes. Liao Ba reaches for the fish head.
His signal.
The Sichuanese man instantly throws the cloud of soul-shattering sand towards Zhao Wuji. At the same time, two other waiters who turn out to be Pang family assassins throw the poisonous caltrops at his legs and back.
He's surrounded, attacked from multiple sides with poison. How could he possibly survive?
His reaction is astonishing. He seems to anticipate it. He recognizes the Sichuanese man's back.
His back? From where?
From a previous encounter, mentioned briefly, at a place called Wufeng Manor. This instantly connects the assassin to someone named Shangguan Ren and the murder of another character, Zhao Biao.
Ah, so there's a deeper history here. A personal vendetta driving Zhao Wuji, maybe.
It seems so. He's not just gambling, he's hunting someone. So recognizing the man, Zhao Wuji reacts instantly. He turns, somehow incapacitates the Sichuanese man.
Even with poison flying at him.
Yes. And then, incredibly, he throws the assassin into the path of the poisoned caltrops thrown by the other two assassins.
Uses him as a human shield against his own allies' weapons. Brutal. Genius, but brutal.
Absolutely. But even with that incredible move, he doesn't escape completely. A few grains of the soul-shattering sand hit his face, and one caltrop gets him in the shoulder. He's poisoned.
Oh, no. So even his amazing skills weren't enough to avoid it entirely. Is it fatal?
It seems likely. But even now, poisoned, bleeding, his first instinct isn't to flee or seek help. He grabs the incapacitated Sichuanese man and demands to know where Shangguan Ren is.
Still focused on his goal even while dying. That's incredible resolve.
Unbelievable. Then comes his final act in the restaurant. He stands up, covered in blood his own, and the attacker's looking pale, obviously dizzy from the poison. He faces the terrified Jia Laoban and Liao Ba.
What does he do? Finish them off.
No, he just looks at them with contempt and says they're not worth his effort. Then he turns and walks out, steady steps, determined, refusing to collapse or show weakness in front of them.
Walking out under his own power, projecting strength until the very end. But the poison.
The poison is working. Outside, his vision starts blurring. His strength finally gives out. He stumbles, bumps into someone.
Ooh. For an innocent bystander.
No, it's the mysterious Sichuanese man. Xuanyuan Yuguang.
Wait, the same assassin he threw? How is he there? And wasn't he incapacitated? The story seems to imply this is the person he was looking for all along.
It seems so. Perhaps the man he threw inside was just an assassin, and this Huanyuan Yuguang is the true target, the mastermind, or the one he knew would follow. The details are a bit mystical here, but the point is, this is the man Zhao Wuji was ultimately hunting. The man he bet would eventually find him, perhaps drawn by the chaos.
So his final gamble was luring this specific person out.
It appears that way, and as he collapses, seeing Xuanyuan Yuguang there, Zhao Wuji's last words are, "I won."
Wow. He won his ultimate bet, even as he died from the poison trap. What an ending.
What a journey, right? Through this whole world of gambling, deception, and these hidden agendas, it really twists your idea of what winning means.
Absolutely. It shows that, winning isn't always about the dice roll or the money on the table. Zhao Wuji's real genius, maybe, wasn't just the three sixes.
You mean his strategy?
Yeah, his understanding of perception,
Yeah.
how to build and use that lucky leopard reputation, and even knowing when to lose. Like with Jai Kitai, that strategic loss was maybe his most brilliant move.
And Zhao Qitai himself really pulls back the curtain on that world, doesn't he? How everything is manipulated, loyalties bought, dice are rigged.
And the chilling rules for his own family. It just paints this picture of absolute control built on deception. Behind all the glamour of big wins, there's this dark machinery at work.
It really makes you think, when luck, skill, and outright cheating are all mixed up like that, what even is a fair game?
Exactly. And maybe it pushes us to think about the hidden gambles in our own lives. What strategies are people using? What are they betting on? Maybe not for money, but for status or love or revenge. What kind of win are they chasing?
That's a deep thought, especially seeing Zhao Wuji's final win. It cost him everything, literally his life. Sometimes the biggest victories demand the ultimate price.